Good morning. Welcome to Mary Ellen Henderson Middle School, home of the Husky Chefs. Today we have the Husky Chef competition. We have a bunch of aspiring chefs in the 7th grade here who are going to wow us and delight us with their dishes. Today's secret ingredient is spaghetti squash. Now, I'm not a person who usually eats spaghetti squash, but according to the teams that we had yesterday, they came up with some great dishes, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do today. Now, the Husky Chef competition, they have to follow the same rules that the food service department follows, which is the USDA rules. They can't have more than 600 calories in their dish. They can't have more than 10% saturated fat, and they can't have 35% sugar according to the weight in their dishes. We're all about healthy here at Mary Ellen Henderson. And then the contest prizes are they get to put their winning dish on a menu. They get to come down and also prepare their dish with my staff for the whole student body. And they get to pick a gourmet pizza party of their choice that they get to have. That sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait for the smells to start.
We are here with, what's your team name?
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, and what's your name?
I'm Jessica.
And what are you guys making today?
We are making spaghetti squash tacos and a fruit salad side.
Okay, and we're here with the next team. And what's your name?
Sweet and spicy.
And what is your personal name?
Joe.
Joe? Okay, great. And what are you guys making today?
We're going to make a spaghetti squash stir fry with a fruit salad on the side.
Okay, and here is our third team. And what's your name?
Our name is the Chilean sea bass.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Keenan.
Okay, and what are you guys making today?
Today we're making avgo lemon soup with a side of spaghetti squash.
Okay, and here we are with our final team, our last team. What's your team's name?
We are the Tasty Tostadas.
Okay, great. And that's what you're making today, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what side are you making for that?
We're making rice.
Tell me, have you cooked with spaghetti squash before? I say it slow because I keep wanting to say spaghetti sauce. But spaghetti squash before?
No, but I think we can still handle it.
Oh, I'm sure you can. And what do you think about this class?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, and do you cook at home?
Yes.
And what do you cook at home?
I cook pasta.
Okay, all right. Well, Jessica, I know you guys are busy. I see all the fresh fruit and the lettuce getting chopped up, and everything looks great and it smells wonderful. So good luck to you and your team.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm standing here in the kitchen with Chef Joe. Chef Joe is going to tell me what they're making today. And what was the name of your group again?
Sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy. Now, is that what's going to be in your dish today? Sweet and spicy?
No, that was just a fun name that we all agreed on.
Okay, well, that's okay. And what are you making today?
We're making a spaghetti squash stir fry.
Spaghetti squash stir fry. Well, that sounds wonderful. I see you have the fresh green peppers. Is the blueberries going in there too?
No, that's our side. We're going to have a fruit salad with vegetables on the side.
A fruit salad with vegetables. Okay. Now, do you cook at home, Chef Joe?
Yeah.
And what do you cook when you cook at home?
I just cook regularly dinners. Just sometimes I do stir fries. I love making, I just like making simple pasta.
Okay, I'm standing here in the kitchen with the Chilean sea bass team. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, Chef Evan?
Yes,
right?
that is
Okay,
correct.
I got that all right now. Chef Evan, what are you guys making today?
We are making avgo lemon soup with spaghetti squash.
Wow, and how much experience do you have with spaghetti squash?
None, as a matter of fact. I've cooked with other types of squash, but never with spaghetti squash ever.
Are you finding this really different?
No, not really.
Okay, do you cook a lot?
Yes, I do. My father and I I have 3 of my own cookbooks that of recipes my parents and I have made. And then every Christmas, my dad and I make a new one, and we make a new recipe every weekend.
Wow. I met you before, didn't I?
Yeah.
Downstairs
my
with
father.
your dad?
Yeah, John Lawrence.
When we
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember now. See, I have a good memory. Okay, as soon as you start telling me about you cook with your dad and the recipe books, it jogged the memory. Well, what do you think about this class?
This class is amazing. I think that learning this type of stuff is very important, and it'll help us in our future lives. Also, it's just straight up fun.
Standing here in the kitchen with Emma, Chef Emma, and she's going to tell us what delectable dish that they're cooking right now.
We are making tostadas with spaghetti squash.
Now, do you have any experience with spaghetti sauce? I'm sorry, not sauce. Spaghetti squash.
No, I've never made it before.
Are you finding it pretty difficult to deal with?
No, not really.
Do you cook at home?
Yeah,
What do you cook at home?
mostly desserts, like brownies and cookies and other stuff.
I'm standing here at Mary Ellen Henderson with our first-time judge, Leah. Now, Leah, would you be as kind enough to give us your background?
Sure. I have had recently the opportunity to be a pastry chef here in Falls Church City. And before that, I have owned a cookie company, a gourmet cookie company, where we sold cookies all over the United States. And these cookies are not, kids can eat them, but they're designed to be paired with wine. So they're kind of like the grown-up cookie. And then prior to that, I went to culinary school and trained in pastry arts. But I love savory food, so I'm super excited to try out all the dishes the kids are making.
Now, this is your first time, I know, judging this competition. What do you think about this program so far, what you've heard?
So far, I'm very excited to see what these kids are doing. It's awesome that it's a combination of not only learning how to do, culinary skills, but they're actually looking at the health guidelines that the FDA has set up, because healthy eating is really key. And it's great that they're you and your team are putting this into place at an early age when they can start building up healthy habits.
The secret ingredient today is spaghetti squash. Do you eat spaghetti squash?
I have. Actually, I've made a couple of recipes of spaghetti squash soup. It's not very easy. You can overcook it very easily. So it's not a very easy squash to cook, but we'll see what the kids do.
Well, you're going to see that the 7th graders are going to show off their expertise today, because at the competition yesterday, they were pretty impressive. Well, thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you at the judges' table.
All right. Thank you. I look forward to it.
So we are here with Judge Gary. Gary. Okay, and this is your second time judging. I want to know, what are your thoughts on spaghetti squash and the kids actually cooking the spaghetti squash?
Well, I love spaghetti and I love squash. And I actually like spaghetti squash, which is a much more healthy alternative to the pasta-based spaghettis. I just love coming here for this event. I've been here twice now. The kids are great. They prepare great food. They work together well, and I'm really looking forward to some great food today.
If you can explain to the judges the delectable dish that they have today that they'll be trying.
You guys will be trying spaghetti squash tacos and a side of fruit salad with cinnamon.
And would you like to introduce the members of your team, please?
Okay, so I'm Jessica. This is Lily, Baker, Lloyd, and Melissa.
Okay, so can you tell the judges, you may begin to taste your food. If you can tell the judges what you put in each of the tacos or what you put in the tacos, explain the dish to them.
So in the tacos, there are black beans, there is tomatoes, onions, spaghetti squash, and lettuce. And
I'm sorry.
okay, in the fruit salad, there's strawberries, bananas, apples, and cinnamon with a cherry juice dressing.
So you did a whole vegetarian type taco. Did you use any type of seasonings?
We used a few seasonings, some black pepper, cinnamon, and salt, and yes, that's it.
Oh, that's a little sweet and cinnamon. Cinnamon is an unusual.
Well, cinnamon is there.
Oh, cinnamon in the fruit. Oh, I was going to say, I thought you said the cinnamon in the taco. I was like, that's a little unusual. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go around to each judge. All right? Each of these judges, we have Judge Leah. She's a master pastry chef. We have Councilwoman Mary Beth. She's a world-renowned taster going around and tasting everybody's food. We have the former head of Chamber of Commerce, Gary. He's also been a judge in previous sessions. And we also have Judge Natalie, who also loves to taste different dishes and go around as a food critic. So we're going to interview each one. I will start out with Mary Beth, Judge Mary Beth.
This is delicious. I love the spice that you put on the squash. It's also red pepper on it. Red pepper. What spice is, like, there's something really spicy and
That's taco seasoning.
taco seasoning. Very good on that. It really makes it nice. And the squash itself is like just the right amount of crunchy, and it's good. Very delicious. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Mary Beth. And I'm coming around here to Judge Gary. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to catch Judge Gary with food in his mouth. If anybody else is available right now who wants to speak, what about you, Judge Leah? All right.
This is delicious. I am a big fan of savory foods that have like a little punch of heat. And you guys did a great job balancing that out. Like you get some heat on the front of your tongue, but it's not the kind that you have lingering in your throat where you're like, oh, I need some water, I need to drink this really fast. So that's good job on that. And then I think the presentation was really nice too, how you layered everything nicely and it doesn't look like a big heaping mess inside the taco. The fruit salad, I think, has a good balance of cinnamon, and I like how you allowed the fruit to sort of macerate a little while, so you get a little bit, you know, with the cherry juice, you get some liquid in there as well. So good job.
Good job, team. So let me come back over here to Judge Gary.
What she said. Really, really nicely done. Great flavors, great combinations of different fruit, which was very interesting too. And the cinnamon just added that little extra something to make it, you know, stand out. It was spicy. I'm not a really spicy person, but, you know, tastes change. Yeah, it was really nice. I would have liked to seen the onions either cut smaller or in strips. They were a little bit chunky for me, anyway. But other than that, great food. Thanks.
Good job, and it's always a good sign when the judges are eating all your food. Always a good sign. He ate all the squash. So, Judge Natalie.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think you guys did a great job in the presentation. I love the way the spaghetti looks like a shredded cheese. It's great. And I didn't, you know, it's a great idea. I'm going to try this at home. It's vegetarian. It's great. I mean, it tastes like a normal taco, but it's vegetarian. It's healthy. I love the fruit too. The presentation is beautiful. The plates too. It's just the whole combination of the fruit and the taco and everything just comes together. It's great. I think you guys did a great job. Really, I like it.
Well, good job, Hot Chili Peppers. Now, if you can take your dishes from in front of each judge and exit back out to the classroom and start cleaning up your stations. Go ahead.
Now we have the Tasty Tostadas where they're bringing their dishes in. Come on, guys. Place your plates in front of the Tasty Tostadas. Just give one plate to each judge, please. Okay. Great. And what's your name?
Emma.
And what are your team names?
This is Caroline, Jack, Garrick, and Teddy.
Okay, great. And can you explain to the judges what you guys cooked today?
We made tostadas and then we cut them into fourths for all of you. And we made the rice ourselves. We were gonna make Mexican rice, but it had too much sodium in it. So we had to just make it we made it with cilantro and cheese and salt.
Okay, and what about the spaghetti squash? What did you do with that?
We put it in the microwave for 10 minutes upside down, and then we shredded it with a fork. And yeah.
Okay, great. Well, we are waiting for the judges to take a taste and let us know what their thoughts are. And do you guys have any fun facts about your dish? Anything special about it?
Well, it's from the Mexican origin, and
that's it? Okay, well, that's good. All right, and if any of the judges are ready to give a comment, I am ready. Let me know. Right now, they're very interested, trying to get a taste from it. Make sure everything is great. You have a comment? Okay. So what do you think so far about the dish?
I like the dish. I like the use of especially the sour cream, to kind of give you a balance between kind of hot and cool. It was not overly spicy, which for me works well. The addition of the rice was very nice and gave you another texture to work with. So I think the combination you put together is really good.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. And are you ready? Great.
I'm ready. The presentation is beautiful. I loved it. You put the this tostada here on the bottom, and even though it's piled on with a lot of the food, it still remained crunchy. It's great. Didn't get, it's not soggy or anything. It looks good. The rice is a little overcooked. You could, but you guys did a great job. I like the cilantro, and there's something else on the rice. Garlic salt. That's it, and it's a great combination. So great.
Great job, guys. It looks very colorful. All right, and now we are heading to our next judge.
You guys did a lot of work on this. I like the different flavors that you've put together. I enjoy garlic. I think sometimes that garlic salt can get a little too salty. So sometimes if you put, what's nice is if you take like granulated salt or a kosher salt, and then you do the garlic powder, and then you can control, because when they make garlic salt, I really think they put a lot too much salt in that part. But I really got a good punch of garlic, which is great because it really amplified the flavors of the beans, and it made the tostada part really start to stand out. I also agree that the rice was perhaps just a little bit overcooked. However, rice, when you're cooking on a pot, I know can be really tricky. I mean, I always use my rice cooker, okay? However, then I can cheat that way. But the presentation was nice with the cilantro, and the cheese was pretty on the top. And I really actually thought that by cutting it, you guys presented it nicely in an easy, manageable way to eat. So good job.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your input on that. Okay, and now?
And I agree, the size of it is perfect. Like, that would have been way too much to attack, but this is just right. So if it was even served as an appetizer instead of an entree, that would be it, because it's just the right size to eat. I think the rice is perfect. I like it kind of sticky like that, and the cilantro flavor and the garlic flavor is really nice. And then the combination of the squash and the sour cream and the beans and the rice makes a really nice mouthful.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you guys. Please take your plates from your judges.
The next group is the sweet and spicy. Put a plate in front of each judge, and then if you can stand in front of the whiteboard. Take pictures. And if you can come back up here and stand in front of the whiteboard. Now we're standing here with the sweet and spicy team, and the judges are all going to announce, they're going to taste your food. Can you explain to the judges what they're having today?
Well, we have made a stir fry with a fruit salad with vegetables on the side. They are all fresh, and we ourselves have, tried it ourselves with all the extras, and to us it tasted wonderful. So we hope you guys get that same result.
Very good. Now, as the judges go ahead and taste your food, as they taste your food, would you mind to introduce each team member on your team?
Well, I'm Joe Sevier. This is Natalie, Alex, Ethan, and William.
Very good. Very good job you guys did. Now, the judges are going to judge you on 4 criteria. They're going to judge you on taste, presentation, creativity, and teamwork, as we noticed when you guys were walking around. You get 10 points for taste, 5 points for presentation, 5 points for creativity, and 5 points for teamwork. So I can tell you from what I see at this standpoint, the presentation is pretty colorful. Looks very nice. All right, so if there's a judge that's ready after tasting their dishes, and they do look very healthy, do you guys eat spaghetti squash at home?
I haven't tried it before. This is the first time making it.
Oh, and what did you guys think?
We thought it was actually amazing.
Well, good. So if you guys win and I serve it on the cafeteria menu, you're going to eat it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's. I have to tell you, today was the first time that I actually taste spaghetti squash too, and I was like, "Wow, this is not a bad thing. This is actually pretty good." So my kids will be eating some spaghetti squash also. So let's go around to each judge. Judge Gary, you look like you're ready. You have a question? Questions are fine.
The contents of the fruit salad, you have mango, right? Grapefruit, blueberries, are these raspberries, and strawberries. And then the carrots are in there, little chopped up carrots. That's a really interesting addition to the fruit salad. The stir fry is great. I really like the stir fry. Everything is done well. Since we were kind of concentrating on spaghetti squash, it's just a little bit lean in the, that we could have had some more spaghetti squash. The presentation is outstanding. I love the little, looks like a clock. It's food you can eat around the clock. Thank you.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Judge Gary. And what about, since I'm already over here, Judge Natalie?
I think it's great. I really liked the seasoning that you did for the stir fry, the chicken in there, and I love just the way you put the squash around it. It looks very nice, but very tasty. You definitely took time to think about the layout of your dish. Very well done. And the fruit salad is wonderful. I love it because it has like a sweet and tart taste to it. Great combination. It just overall looks great. The taste is really amazing. Good job.
Good job. Thank you very much. Let's come over here to Judge Leah.
You guys did a wonderful job. The first thing I noticed when I took a bite of this, aside from I thought the cilantro on the top was really pretty, is I really liked how the vegetables maintain some of their texture. So they're not mushy. I think kids don't like mushy vegetables and grown-ups don't either. And in a stir fry, it's really tricky sometimes to keep the vegetables from getting soggy without also burning rice. And you guys did a great job getting that all put together. And I really like the addition of the chicken. I know my husband would appreciate the super big bites of chicken. He's like, don't make the chicken pieces so small. Sometimes though, like a little slightly smaller piece is nice too, but otherwise I think the presentation is gorgeous. And I really think the addition of the carrots is kind of cool in the fruit salad. I've never had carrots in fruit salad before, so very creative.
Very good, guys. You're starting your own emerging trend in the food world. Judge Mary Beth.
This is very good, very colorful. The fruit salad's fresh and tasty, and even though it's January, I feel kind of like springtime because of those fresh fruits. Really good. And I also like the stir fry. Could have used a little bit more salt, but you probably were under those guidelines of how much salt you can add.
Yeah, those USDA
They're tricky,
guidelines.
aren't they? But I thought it was quite delicious.
If you want to introduce your team and tell the judges what they are having.
We are the CHILEAN sea bass, and you are having a spaghetti squash salad with chicken. And as the main dish, you are having avgo limonal soup, a Greek soup, egg lemon soup.
Very good. And would you like to introduce each team member on your team?
Well, I am Evan Lawrence. This is Zorhan. This is Eli Weissmiller, and this is Keenan Hom.
All right. Very good. Your dishes look delectable, very different. I think you're the only guys, the only team who came up with a soup. So after the judges taste it, they're going to give you their feedback. Now, the dishes are judged on taste, creativity, presentation, and teamwork. So we were observing you as you guys walked around the room as you did your dishes. So when the judges are ready, so I give you a little background on each judge. Judge Leah, right here to my right, she's a master baker. Then we have Councilwoman Mary Beth, who travels the world and tastes food in all the finest restaurants there are. We have the former head of Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Gary. He's on his own business, and he also likes to go around trying food. And as you know, we're all expert eaters. And then we have Judge Natalie. She's a administrator downstairs here at Mary Ellen Henderson Middle School. So after they have a taste of your dish, they're going to give you some feedback on what they think. Anybody who's ready? Okay, we have Judge Natalie that's ready.
It looks great. Well, I really like the way you guys cook this spaghetti. It's really fresh. It's like a great summer dish. You can actually, I'm actually thinking about getting your recipe for this. It's great. I like it. It has chicken, and the taste is just really fresh. I love it. I really like that a lot. The soup is very well done. I could taste the lemon in it, and I think it has garlic. Does it have garlic in it, or no? Okay, but it just looks good. I've never had it, so actually my first time trying lemon chicken soup, Great test.
Now, from what I understand, the soup is a Greek soup. You know, we get to try all around the world here. Never been to the Greek islands. Hopefully somebody can find that. It's my trip one day.
Yeah. I'd like to go with you. So, eat our way through Greece.
Yeah.
I thought the soup idea was great. It's flavorful with the chicken, and it really does have that lemony, like lemongrass soup should have. The spaghetti squash was well done. Nice combination of ingredients. And the little pieces of chicken in there, I think, really make it, a little more appealing to he-men, So I liked it very much. Good job.
Well, thank you, Judge Gary. Let's go ahead to Judge Mary Beth.
Delicious. Thank you. I love that you've introduced some Greek flavors. We haven't had anything like the soup before. Really good. I had like a little piece of fresh citrus in there too, so I can tell you used fresh lemons. One of my favorite things lately when I have a salad is kind of like a little coleslaw or fresh grated, and this is a great substitution for coleslaw. The way the squash is cooked is perfect, and the veggies in there and fresh chicken. Nice combination. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Mary Beth. I'm telling you guys, you kids in 7th grade today have made me a believer in spaghetti squash, and I've never even had it, and it's on my list, next thing on my list. Judge Leah.
I agree with the rest of the judges. I think that the flavors of the spaghetti squash are excellent. I love that it's cold, that it's a cold dish. It's, easily, you could have it on a picnic, you can have it, with soup like this or with a salad or, a sandwich or anything. And, you guys did a great job with all of your little cutting techniques. There's nothing here that's like too big or too small. And I love the black pepper in it. It's really a nice touch. It really is like a nice pop of flavor. And I've never had an egg lemon soup before, especially not the Greek variety. And there was like a little surprise at the bottom, like some rice or something, huh? Which was, it's great. So good job. Very creative.
Well, thank you very much. If your team can remove each dish from in front of the judge, go back to the classroom and clean up your station, and we'll be downstairs in the cafeteria next period to announce who the winners are. Thank you very much. The team that won today, and I want you guys to give everybody a round of applause when they come up here, and you can yell and hoot and holler, is the Tasty Tostadas. Thank you very much. If you guys can come up here, thank you for your attention, everybody.
My role in the kitchen today was, we all shared roles, so I did the seasoning and tossing with the tomatoes and onions, and then I helped put the beans and spaghetti squash on the tortillas. I think my classmates will enjoy the meal that we prepared because it looks really pretty and it tastes good. It has a little bit of spice, and then it has beans that cool it down.
My favorite part of today was when we were making the dishes and putting on all the ingredients and the cilantro, the spaghetti squash. My responsibilities for today were to man the bean station, and also I went to the spaghetti squash station. It's almost exactly like normal spaghetti, but I just don't like the texture and everything. All the seasoning on the bottom and with the sour cream on the top, it seasons it really nicely and it balances out all the spices and everything.
My favorite part today was assembling the dish because it was really different from how I expected it to look like, and it came together really well. I think my classmates would really like this. Thanks, buddy.